started as usual in a comfortable seat on your mats, your towels, your floor, wherever you're practicing. Legs crossed, legs straight, cushions, blankets, blocks, anything that makes you more comfortable. Closing down your eyes as you find your way into that comfortable seat. And just taking a few nice deep breaths. And as you breathe a little bit deeper, giving yourself a moment or two to settle in. Whether that means sitting still, whether that means moving, wriggling a little more to get comfortable. Starting to slow your breath down, your heart rate down. Slowing your thoughts, your mind down a little bit too. And starting to bring your attention, your mind within the four corners of your mat or the space you're practicing in today. We've got 45 minutes today. So see if for these 45 minutes you can just focus on your mind, your body, the movements, your breath. See if you can give yourself a bit of time to check in with you, leaving behind the rest of the day just for this small part of it. Taking an inhale, roll your shoulders up to your ears, squeezing them up high. Exhale as you roll your shoulders down your back, gently squeezing your shoulder blades together. Inhale, roll your shoulders to your ears, nice and high. Exhale as you roll your shoulders down your back, your chest gently opening. Inhale one more time, squeeze your shoulders to your ears. Exhale as you roll your shoulders down your back, letting them fall to a nice relaxed position for you. Inhale, start to sit a little bit taller, the crown of your head stretching towards the ceiling. Exhale, bringing that gentle activation as you draw your belly button up and back, supporting your spine here. Inhale, growing a little bit taller. Start to think about the sides of your body, the sides of your hips, your waist, as though you're lengthening up around your ribs, making yourself grow taller. Exhale again, that slight core activation as you support it here, but keep it quite gentle. Don't use all the strength in your body just yet. Just notice how it feels to support yourself in this seat. Deep breath in, inhale as you grow an inch or two taller. Exhale, that gentle activation through your belly, supporting yourself here. Gently, gently staying seated, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder, just until maybe you start to feel a stretch down the left-hand side of your neck. Then let your chin fall in towards your chest. Your head comes forwards as you roll your head through the center and over to the other side. Left ear comes towards your left shoulder. Inhale here, maybe a slight stretch through the right-hand side of your neck. Maybe you can draw that right shoulder down a little bit. Exhale, let your chin fall to your chest as you let your head roll through the center again. So your right ear comes to your right shoulder. Take a breath, roll your left shoulder down, inhale. Exhale, same again, let your chin fall forward. Let your head hang heavy towards your chest. And then bring your left ear over towards your left shoulder once again. Inhale here, right shoulder rolls down. Exhale, last time as you drop your chin in towards your chest, rolling your head through the center. Whilst your chin is tucked in, whilst your head falls forwards, loop your fingers together and just bring them gently to the back of your neck. Don't press down. Just let your elbows fall into the center so it starts to exaggerate that stretch a little bit. Our necks can be quite sensitive, so if this feels too uncomfortable for you, if it feels like a strain, just lift your hands away, softening the stretch. Maybe even lift your head up a little higher to keep it a little more gentle. Deep breath in, inhale. Exhale, draw your belly button back and up, maybe letting your elbows fall in a little heavier. Inhale as you lift your head, let your elbows pull back, your chest opens forward. Exhale, release your fingertips from the back of your head and bring both hands down either side of your head. Inhale, right arm sweeps up and over, then bring that right hand onto your left ear. Again, just let the weight of that hand, that arm, guide your right ear back towards your right shoulder. That's stretched through the left-hand side of your neck. You can close your eyes here. Try not to push down, just let the weight of your arm bring that stretch through the side of your neck, maybe down into your shoulder. If you want to make it any deeper, starting to walk those left fingers a little further away from you. Slow breaths. And then gently slide that right hand back to the opposite side of your head, pressing your head back to the center. Releasing that right hand down to your side. Inhale, left arm sweeps up and over. You know where we're going. Left hand onto right ear. Don't push down. Just let the weight of that hand, that arm, guide your left ear towards your left shoulder. That stretch down the right hand side of your neck. Your choice to walk those right fingers a little further away from your body, but try and keep that length through your side body. A couple of deep breaths. Today, we're going to focus a bit on our side bodies. Sides of our neck stretching like this, the sides of our ribs, waist down into our hips. Slowly, slowly slide that left hand over the top of your head. Use your fingers to help press your head back to the center, your head stacked over the center line of your body. Exhale, dropping that left hand down to your side. Inhale, start to sweep your right arm back over. This time, walk your left fingers a little further away from you and then press that left palm down as you reach your right arm overhead. Press down through your right hip. That left elbow can bend as much as you're comfortable with. It can stay the whole way straight if that feels better. But imagine you're reaching through those right fingers the whole way over to the side, making that stretch as long as possible along your side body. Pressing through your left hand, inhale, come through the center. Exhale, right hand comes to the floor as your left arm stretches up and over again. Again, press down through your left hip and extend through your left fingers, making that side of your body as long as possible. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, maybe reaching a little further through your fingertips. Press through that right hand, inhale, come up through the center. Exhale, left hand back to the floor, right arm back over to the side. See if you can roll that left shoulder back. So quite often in these side stretches, our bottom shoulder pulls forward. See if you can keep it back. Your shoulders are stacked. That left elbow might start bending a little further, but keep pressing your right hip down. This time, just gently start to turn your gaze up towards your armpit or towards the ceiling. Feeling that length again through your side body. Press through your left hand, inhale, come through the center. Right hand down to the floor, left arm overhead. One more time. Again, try and roll that right shoulder back, extending through those left fingertips. The left hand side of your body is long. Left hip grounds down. Maybe you start to bend that right elbow more and more, a little more of a stretch. And another breath in, inhale as you press off that right hand, coming back to seated. Exhale, both hands down either side of your body. Inhale, circle your arms up and high, lift your gaze up to your fingertips. Exhale, bringing your palms together down in front of your chest. Then continue to drop your hands down, bringing them in front of your feet and rolling your way over to hands and knees on your mat. Toes are untucked, tops of your feet on the floor. Start to sit back towards your heels into your child's pose. You don't have to come the whole way down. Your hips can stay slightly in the air. But wherever you are, imagine you're pulling your hips towards the back corners of your mat so your upper body becomes long. Then softly walk your hands over towards the right-hand side of your mat. Again, just until you start to feel that stretch down the left-hand side of your hip. Squeezing that left hip down towards your heel. Your left fingertips extending forwards. And breathing into the pose. Deep inhale, take a big breath. Exhale, let your fingers wander back through the center of your mat and then over to the left-hand side. Shifting your right hip down towards your right heel or back towards that right corner of the mat as your right fingertips edge forwards into the side. This time that stretch along the right-hand side of your body. As you breathe into your child's pose, trying to let your body relax a little more. One more deep breath in as you walk your fingers back to the center of your mat, your child's pose. Exhaling as you let your forehead and your chest melt down to the ground. Spreading your fingers wide, inhale, roll yourself up to your hands and knees position, hips over knees, wrists under shoulders. Exhale, lower your belly down, let your chest lift. Deep breath here, inhale. Exhale, rounding through your back, chin towards your chest, your cat pose. Inhale, belly lowers down, chest lift. Exhale, press the floor away to round through your spine, your chin tucking into your chest like the start. Inhale, belly down, chest lifts. Your own breath, your own movement. Exhale as you start to round. Maybe closing your eyes. Seeing if you can bring your breath and your movement together. Using the transitions between our cat and our cow position to again check in with how your body feels. And maybe carrying on exactly as you are, or starting to feel into your body a little more as you freestyle your cat-cow, so you can bend your elbows, sitting back towards that child's pose. You can circle your spine, taking your hips from side to side. If you feel like you need a bit more of a stretch through the front of your body, the front of your hips, maybe you want to lower your hips down almost between your hands, bending your elbows to soften it a little bit. Any movements, anything that feels intuitive, anything that feels nice. Doesn't have to be yoga poses, yoga stretches. Just move in a way that feels good for your body right now. Noticing any ticks, any cracks. It's always my wrists, they always click. And taking that scan as you move. Bringing that awareness to your body. And then using that awareness throughout the rest of the class. One more breath. As you slowly bring yourself back to that neutral hands and knees tabletop position. This time tucking your toes, starting to lift your hips into the air, your downward facing dog. Your knees can stay bent or starting to pedal your legs, one knee bending as the other starts to straighten, starting to stretch out through the back of your body. Slow breaths. Slow movements, and then starting to lift your gaze towards your hands, stepping your feet slowly forwards to the top of the mat. Knees are bent. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forwards, let your legs soften. Inhale, circle your arms up and high overhead, reach up tall. Exhaling, palms together in front of your chest. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. Take hold of your left wrist with your right hand and start to pull that left hand over towards the side as your hips squeeze towards the left. Inhale, pull your way up through the center, release that right hand grip. Exhale, left hand takes hold of right wrist, same to the other side as you pull that right hand over to the left. Your hips squeeze towards the right hand side. Inhale, reach up tall, release your grip. Exhale, knees can bend as you fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze ahead, flat back. Exhale, bend your knees enough that your hands come to the floor. Then step your right foot back, followed by your left, your plank pose. Dropping your knees to the ground, back to your hands and knees position, untuck your toes. Inhale, right arm reaches into the air. Exhale, thread that right hand behind your left arm, reaching as far as you can before lowering your arm, your shoulder, maybe your right ear to the floor. Hips stay over your knees. Take a breath. Maybe close your eyes, feeling that stretch around the side of your body once again. A couple of slow breaths. Noticing how your spine feels in this twisted position, so that you can draw a little comparison between sides as we come over the other way. Getting ready. Inhale, press through that left palm, lift your body up, unwinding your right arm as you reach it up into the air. Exhale, right hand comes back to the floor in line with your left. Inhale, left arm peels up, lift your gaze to those left fingers. Exhale, left hand threads behind your right, reach as far as you can before resting your arm, your shoulder, maybe your left ear to the ground. Again, hips stay over your knees, keep your toes pointed, seeing if you can press the tops of your feet gently into the floor, keeping that tension in your legs. Slow breaths. Closing your eyes if that feels nice, if that helps you tune in a little bit more with how your body's feeling. And taking a breath in to prepare to move. Inhale. Exhale, holding still. Inhale, press through your right hand, unwind that left arm, reach it up into the air one more time. Exhale, left hand comes down to the ground in line with your right. Tucking your toes, start to send your hips back up to your downward facing dog. Knees can stay bent, or you can start to straighten them as you squeeze both heels down towards the ground. Inhale, lift your gaze to your fingertips, stepping your feet forwards one at a time. Knees stay bent and soft. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze ahead. Exhale, let your upper body fold over your legs. Inhale, sweeping your arms up high, reach to your ceiling. Exhale, palms come gently together in front of your chest. Bending your knees this time, start to sink your sitting bones. Inhale, reach your arms forwards, chair pose. Exhale, fingertips come down towards the ground, then start to lift your hips up, your forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, knees bend enough that your hands can come to the floor. Stepping your right foot back as far as you can, drop that right knee down to the ground, untuck your right toes. Inhale, arms sweep up high, your low lunge. Exhale, let your hips sink forward slightly, but keep that left knee stacked over your left ankle. Gently bring your right hand to the floor, keep that left hand reaching up into the air, your twist as your gaze lifts to your left fingers. Inhale. Exhale, drop that left hand down, frame that front foot. Tuck your right toes, lifting that back knee, and then step your left foot back to meet to your right. Both knees come to the floor. This time, bend your elbows as your chest and chin follow down. Belly to the mat, untuck your toes, inhale your cobra, shoulders roll back. Exhale, press the floor away, coming through hands and knees. Toes tuck, your downward facing dog. Inhale through your nose, sigh out, exhale. Lifting your gaze up to your fingertips, step, jump, float forwards, whatever you choose, a transition of your choice. Halfway lift, exhale, fold again. Bending your knees, start to sink your sitting bones. Inhale, arms and chest lift up, your chair pose. Continue to flow, exhale, hands towards the floor, start to straighten your legs, your sitting bones towards the ceiling. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, drop your hands down as your left foot steps back this time. Left knee down to the ground. Right knee over right ankle. Inhale, slowly peel your arms into the air, your low lunge. Exhale, can you let your hips sink forward slightly, but keep that right knee stacked over your ankle. Gently left hand to the floor, right arm into the air. Your twist as your gaze lifts to your right fingers. Inhale. Exhale, drop that right hand down. Frame your front foot. Left toes tuck. Left knee lifts. As smoothly as you can, press the floor away with your hands. Right foot steps back. Plank pose. Your choice, knees on the floor or chaturanga, body in one line. Don't worry if your arms shake like mine. Inhale, press the floor away, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, tucking your toes. Your downward facing dog, take a breath. Heels are squeezing down. Shoulders broadening across your upper back. Pressing down through the base of your index finger and the base of your thumb. Strength through both your hands and your feet. Lifting your gaze to your fingers, bend your knees, stepping, jumping, floating forwards, your choice. Both feet to the top of the mat, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hinging from your hips. Inhale, sweep your arms up and high. Exhale, palms together in front of your chest. Close your eyes for a moment, thumbs to the center of your chest. Take a breath, roll your shoulders down. Spread your feet so they're hip distance apart, seeing if you can spread your toes a little on your mat as well. As you inhale, imagine the sides of your body are becoming a little longer. Those gaps between your ribs are lengthening. The sides of your waist, nice and strong as they start to stretch out, you're growing taller. Inhale, reach up into the air. Think about the sides of your body as your fingers stretch up. Exhale, knees can bend as you fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release your fingers to the floor and step that right foot back behind you again. Right knee comes to the ground. Again, left knee over left ankle. You can adjust your foot, your stance if you need. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, your low lunge. Exhale, bring that right hand back to the floor, left arm into the air, your twist. Keep your legs as they are. Keep your arms reaching out long, but can you lift your upper body back up? So inhale, you stay in your twist, but your arms reach out wide. Nice. Exhale, palms come together in front of your chest, but keep that twist. Right elbow comes towards the outside of that front leg, squeezing your palms together to help deepen that twist just slightly. Inhale. Exhale, hold here, point your right toes behind you, press that left foot into the floor. Keeping your palms together, lift yourself back up, head stacks above hips, inhale. Exhale, open your arms up wide. Bring that left hand towards the back of your right thigh. Right arm reaches overhead, length through that right hand side of your body. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel both hands forwards, frame that left foot. Right toes tuck, right knee lifts, step your left foot to the back of the mat. Drop your left knee down to the floor, turn so the inside of your back foot is on the ground. Then reach your right arm up into the air, a modified side plank. Start to press the whole sole of that back foot into the ground and start to reach that right arm up and overhead so that whole right side of your body is long. Inhale, stretch through those right fingertips. Exhale, circle that right hand back to the floor. Ball of your back foot, tuck your left toes, your plank pose. Knees, chest, chin or chaturanga, keep your core active. Inhale, toes untuck, cobra or up dog. Exhale, tucking your toes, press yourself back. Your downward facing dog, hips into the air. Inhale through your nose. Sigh out, exhale. Gazing up towards your fingers, stepping, jumping, floating forwards, transition of your choice. Halfway lift. Exhale to hinge forwards. Inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead, think tall. Exhale, gently bring your palms together in front of your chest. Same to the other side. Inhale, reach up, lift your gaze as your hands go up. Exhale, soften forwards, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, gaze ahead. Exhale, as your fingertips come to the ground, step that left foot far back behind you. Left knee drops down, low lunge legs. Use your core, inhale, arms come up overhead. Right knee over right ankle, exhale, left hand to the ground, right arm into the air. Your twist. Keeping your body as it is, but start to lift your upper body up, arms reach out wide, inhale. Exhale, same as the other side, palms come together. Left elbow comes to the outside of your right thigh. Squeezing your palms into that twist as though your thumbs are going to come to the center of your chest. If you're feeling really bold, if you have your balance, you can lift your gaze up over the top of that right shoulder. Inhale, keep your palms together, lift yourself up, head stepped over hips. Exhale, arms reach out wide. Right hand to the back of your left thigh, left arm overhead. Inhale, length through the left hand side of your body. Exhale, cartwheel both hands down to frame that right foot. Left toes tuck, left knee lifts. Step that right foot back, plank pose. Right knee to the floor, inside of your left foot to the mat. Inhale, reach that left arm into the air, your modified side plank. Press the whole of that back foot into the ground, then start to reach that left arm up and overhead. Keep that right shoulder rolling back. Inhale, imagine you're growing taller through the left-hand side of your body. Exhale, let your gaze drop down, then bring that left hand to the ground. Ball of your left foot, step that right foot back, plank pose. Drop both knees to the floor, untuck your toes. As you sit to your heels, your child's pose, bring your arms either side of you. Letting your head, your chest melt forwards. If this is too much for your legs, bring cushions between your thighs and your calves. Or a pillow underneath your head to lift the ground, making it feel comfortable, making it feel gentle so you can breathe. And as you breathe, See if you can make those exhales a little longer than your inhales. Just gently for now. Starting to nudge your body into that more relaxed state. Your parasympathetic nervous system starting to switch on as your mind, your muscles, everything can start to relax if it's not already. And gently slide your hands back underneath your shoulders. So you can use your hands to push yourself back up to a seat. Lifting your head, lifting your chest, sitting back towards your heels. Palms together in front of your chest, thumbs to the center of your chest as you roll your shoulders back. Take a breath. Inhale through your nose. Sigh out, exhale. Let your hips come out to the side. You can use your hands to help you. Extending both legs slowly forwards down at your mat. Both legs straight in front of you, sitting up tall, hands come either side of your hips, and flex your feet this time. So your toes point back towards you, your heels push forwards. Pressing through your fingers, inhale, sit tall. Exhale, hold here for a moment, same as the start. Draw your belly button back towards your spine, using your core in this seated position. Inhale, bring that right knee in towards your chest. You can use your hands to help guide it in. Exhale, let your knee go out to the side. The sole of that right foot comes to your left inner thigh. Reach that left hand over towards your right knee. Right hand comes behind you, your inner twist. See if you can keep that right foot active as you squeeze it into your thigh and keep those left toes flexed. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, start to lift that right arm into the air, stretching forwards, almost as though you're going to be able to reach towards your right toes. You don't have to reach anywhere near your foot, but keep the grip of that left hand so you start to feel the stretch through the right hand side of your body in a sort of twisted forward fold, hip opening, bit of everything pose. Inhale, lift your way through the center. Exhale, bring that right hand back to the floor behind you. Bring that right knee back towards your chest as your right arm comes forwards, and then extend that right leg in front of you again. Inhale, left knee comes in towards your chest. Take your knee out to the side. The sole of your foot comes to your inner thigh and gently squeeze them together. Right hand towards your right knee, your right calf, wherever it reaches as you bring your left hand back behind you. Right toes flexed, keep that left foot squeezing in. Inhale, sit up tall, twisting your gaze back over that left shoulder. Exhale, release that left hand from the floor as you start to reach it up and overhead, as though you're going to reach towards your right toes. Don't worry, they might still seem miles away. Certainly for me, this side is a lot stiffer, a lot more difficult to find that stretch. Pressing your left sitting bone into the floor. Noticing how your body feels. Maybe a difference between sides like me. Maybe you feel the stretch somewhere completely different. Is it down in your hip, your waist, your ribs, your back, your shoulder? All our bodies are different. Might all feel it in a different place. Inhale, guide your way back through the center, drop that left hand down. Then guide your right knee back towards your chest. Left hand comes round to meet your right and extends that left foot forwards in front of you. Letting both knee bends, shift yourself forward so there's room to lie back. Then slowly, slowly let yourself fall down towards the ground. Your lower back's down first, then your middle back. Eventually your upper back, your shoulders, your neck, your head melting down to the floor. Separate your legs, feet come wide, letting your knees fall in towards each other, your active relaxation for a minute as you let your body adjust to being on the ground. Again, take the opportunity whilst we lie still to take a little scan, bringing a bit more awareness to the physical aspects of our body. Notice where the pressure points are in your back, where they press down into the mat. Do you feel more weight going through a certain part of your spine, maybe down towards your hips, your lower back? Maybe your head, maybe beneath your shoulders. Is there a big curve to your spine? Does it feel like you could slide hands underneath it, or does it feel like your back is quite flat on the floor? Again, the sides of your body. Does it feel like the sides of your waist are quite compact? Does it feel like your ribs are closer together or stretching apart? Nothing is right or wrong. Just see if you can build a little bit more of a relationship with those physical aspects of your body so you can have that awareness as we move. Shuffling your feet back in towards each other. Bring your right knee into your chest, using your hands to guide it. And then let your left knee come in to follow it, both knees hugging in towards you. You can wrap your arms around your legs as you rock gently from side to side, massaging your back with the floor. I said this the other day, this is always the best point to realize you've got a hard floor underneath you. Often in yoga we want soft mats, soft cushioning, but I think when we roll on our backs like this, it's always so nice if you've got a hard floor. It's like a little massage that you don't have to pay for. And when you feel ready, letting your knees fall the whole way over to the right hand side. Opening that left arm up wide, extending those left fingers out, and if it feels comfortable, dropping your gaze over towards that left hand. Close your eyes and start to let your body switch off in this twist. Take all the effort out of it. So if any of your muscles are gripping to hold you here, see if you can actively switch them off. Your whole body supported by the ground. Again, maybe a little bit of a focus on your breath. So you make those exhales a little longer. So you make the rhythm of your breath a little slower, a little smoother. And taking an inhale as your gaze drifts back to your ceiling. Using your hands to help you guide your knees back through the center and into your chest, getting ready to go to the other side. So again, take your time, but when you feel ready, dropping both knees over towards the left. This time there's that option to extend your right arm out, stretching through those fingertips or bending your elbow if you've got a little less space. Your gaze can stay to the ceiling, or maybe dropping your gaze over towards your right fingertips as you breathe a little deeper. And let your gaze drift back to your ceiling once more. Your eyes can remain closed if they are already. Use your hands to guide your knees back to the center. Your back is flat on the floor. Arms wrap around your legs. This time lift your forehead to your knees, giving yourself a tight squeeze, a big hug. Then drop your head, your neck gently back to the floor and slowly lower your feet back to the ground. Your choice, you can bring your feet wide once again. Your knees fall in towards each other, your active relaxation like before. Or you can straighten both legs, but try and have your feet slightly wider than your hips so your ankles can drop out to the sides. Your whole body nice and relaxed. Arms either side of you as you turn your palms to face the ceiling, or both palms face down on your belly if you find that more relaxing. Take a deep inhale through your nose, sighing out through your mouth. Exhale. Turning the corners of your lips up towards your eyes, a gentle smile on your face. And take this moment to think of something you're grateful for. It can be big, small, a person, a gesture, a thing. Whatever comes into your mind first, hold it there and take another deep breath. Exhaling as you let anything else melt away. Eyes closing if they're not there already. Your body falling heavily towards the ground. Everything from your toes to the crown of your head, completely relaxed. Focusing on your breath. Or maybe keeping that gentle smile on your face. And just noticing the positivity that might flow through your body as you smile. It's infectious. You have nowhere to be and nothing to do. So for a moment longer, let yourself relax. And slowly taking a few deeper breaths. In and out through your nose or in and out through your mouth, whatever feels better to you. As you breathe a little deeper, inviting some fresh energy into your body. And using that energy to start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, keeping it gentle to start. Slowly beginning to circle your wrists and your ankles. Exaggerating those movements until you stretch both arms up overhead, both legs down the mat, your body as tall as it can go. Then guiding one knee into your chest, followed by the other. Rolling your body over towards the left or the right, wherever you have more space or whatever feels more natural to you. Using your hands, press yourself back to that seat we started in, keeping your eyes closed if you can, or your gaze soft towards your floor. Hands in a comfortable position. Inhale, roll your shoulders to your ears. Exhale, roll your shoulders down your back. One more time. Inhale, squeeze your shoulders up. Exhale, let them roll back and down, shoulder blades gently squeeze together. Inhale, both arms up overhead, let yourself grow tall. Exhale, palms together in front of your chest, gently squeezing them together as you bring your thumbs towards the center of your chest. Rub your hands together to generate some heat and some warmth. Then once both palms feel warm, place them over your eyes and your face and take that energy with you through the rest of your day, your week. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Any questions, send them my way. I'll be back tomorrow, and then I'm taking a break for a week, but I'll email you with the details of what's